Alright, there is a lot to unpack here. Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you lot are all doing well today, my friends. I really do hope that. Welcome to your match preview of Chelsea's We Are the Champions! Champions League preview against Atletico Madrid. A titanic clash against the runaway La Liga leaders and Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea Blues. Notable absentees from both sides I'm going to go into. I'm going to speculate on a lineup, and it's going to be a superb video, so strap yourselves in, subscribe if you're new to this channel. Hey, only if you want to, but if you choose to do so, hit that bell notifications icon. And if you want to show your love to me, please do drop a like on the video because it means a lot, my friends. Thank you. Alright then, let's get into today's match preview. Right, so the big man, Thomas Tuchel, had his press conference. It just ended a couple of minutes ago as I filmed this press conference? Match preview. Obviously, he was asked about hudson-odoi, and yes, he said all the right things, going, look, that substitution, it was nothing, and we spoke to him in front of the group, it's all cool, he's smiling in training, forget about it! So that's good, we can push that away and never speak of it again. In terms of absentees, Thiago Silva will not be available for this game. That's right, our most important defender and arguably maybe even player, looking at how we conceded that goal last game out, isn't going to be available. Really, really disappointing. This is the perfect kind of game for him, a Champions League clash against Atletico Madrid. Let's just all be sad. We're all very sad Thiago Silva isn't available and won't be playing in the game. Alright, now let's forget about it and move on and be positive about this game. Fortunately, Havertz is good and probably going to travel. Christian Pulisic's good and probably going to travel. Will either of them start out of nowhere in a massive game? I'm not so sure, but I am going to do a predicted lineup. In terms of Atletico Madrid, yes, they're top of La Liga and they're really good and they're playing a new system and they've got a good pedigree at the highest level, but their last few results haven't been so exciting. I think they've got one win in 3 or 4. I'll put it up on the screen now. Look at their underwhelming results. Wow, get really excited, overconfident, and we move, my friends. Oh yeah, they have noticeable absentees themselves. Simon Johnson tweeted this. I'm just going to look on my phone. Atletico Madrid will be without 3 key players, Jose Gimenez, Hector Herrera and Yannick Carrasco, when they face Chelsea Football Club in the first leg of the Champions League. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, so that's good, positive. Yannick Carrasco, I believe, has been playing as a wing back for them, which is interesting. He's obviously a very seasoned and decent player. Herrera and Gimenez, to be honest, Jose Maria Gimenez is a massive loss, but we already knew he was going to be absent in this game. I think they tried to play him last time out and he ended up coming off, so they wanted to test him out prior to this game. He certainly will be absent. Of course, it sucks and stings that Thiago Silva is not available for Chelsea, but at the same time, they've got loads of problems themselves. Atletico Madrid, like I said, underwhelming run of form considering how good they've been this season. 3 key players out, they don't get a home leg, there's a neutral venue, it's all set up nicely, right? Right? So, it's very exciting, it's the Champions League, it's kind of a free hit. I mean, really, we're going for top 4, we're not expected to win the Champions League this season. I will talk about the game a little bit more after a predicted lineup. So you know what, let's do that now and switch over screens and go through a predicted lineup. I do believe he will still keep the same formation, Thomas Tuchel. Rather than a 3-4-2-1, I think it will be a 3-4-1-2. It seems to be more effective for us. In goal, yes, I have to go for Edouard Mendy, even though Thomas Tuchel's shown that he does like to use, or he's willing to use Kepa in other competitions, and maybe even the Premier League against lower league opposition. You'd imagine for this kind of game, it has to be Edouard Mendy, especially after Tuchel has said he's my first team goalkeeper. Now, we all know Thiago Silva's out, and that is depressing, but Andreas Christensen has done okay. He's done a pretty positively serviceable job in the middle of that 3, so you can expect Andreas Christensen to come in and start there, being flanked by both Azpilicueta and Antonio Rudiger. Azpilicueta has been really, really positive, and to be honest, give Antonio Rudiger some props, because apart from that hilariously peculiar own goal, he hasn't been that bad in the back 3, so I think I'm comfortable with him starting there. Now, despite this substitution and controversy regarding Callum Hudson-Odoi, I expect him to return in this game, and play right wing back. If Atletico Madrid are to let Chelsea have the majority of possession, I actually think he will do good work as a right wing back, and Reece James probably isn't needed at this point. Maybe he'll come on and, you know, Hudson-Odoi will move forwards. Maybe they'll both feature in this game. But in my lineup, I'm starting Hudson-Odoi as right wing back, and I'm going to leave Reece James on the bench. Now, I'm really tempted to put Ben Chilwell in at left wing back, and I kind of want to see him sooner rather than later. But I think for this game, Marcos Alonso will start, because the height thing is a notable factor in these kinds of games. He is good in the air, he's tall, he's a Real Madrid boy, he would love to play against Atletico Madrid and do the business. He's obviously been involved in a win against Atletico Madrid away before, so I think Marcos Alonso will start and play left wing back in this game. Now, I genuinely think N'Golo Kante is going to play in this game. I know we've all said Jovicic, the chemistry between Jorginho and Kovacic in the midfield that served us so well. I've got a feeling that it's going to be Jorginho and Kante. I'm only going to say that, I mean, Kovacic is such a good player. Our player of the season last season, amazing at playing in these Champions League games. He was amazing against Bayern last season, the only good player, in fact, against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. But he was bad last time out. He was poor for me against Southampton. Maybe Anthony Taylor got into his head, I don't know. And it's difficult to predict, but I do think it's going to be Kante and Jorginho. He's going to rely on Kante to sweep up on transition, that Atletico Madrid are really good at. Maybe, you know, see that João Felix can't feed Suarez. And Jorginho looks much better at the moment than Kovacic in the last two games in terms of servicing everyone else. So that's the midfield I'm going for in this prediction. I'm not sure it would even work, but I've got to go for something, and that's what I'm speculating on at the moment. Now, the number 10 behind the two forwards has to be Mason Mount. He's been our player of the season this season. He won us a point against the Saints. His industry is so important, and it's going to be so important in this game. He's looked better in this kind of like false 9 number 10 rather than one of these sort of number 10s behind the striker, which is interesting because you wouldn't have thought that under Frank, but under Tuchel he looks really good there, and I think he'll keep his spot and play behind two forwards. Now, despite both Pulisic and Havertz training and being available for selection, they haven't been playing lately, and I doubt they'll be just thrown into this game for a start. So, I've got Mason Mount to start in behind Timo Werner, who's been playing well generally, and he can run the channels, and Tammy Abraham has been really disappointing, so I've put in Olivier Giroud. The likes of Giroud and Marcos Alonso using their height in the box, I think will be a big thing. I think we'll be putting a lot of balls into the box, especially if Atletico Madrid decide to sit deep. I know they've been playing a little bit differently this season in La Liga, but I think the Champions League, they're going to let Chelsea have the ball and sort of sit in. So with that, you want height, and you know, Tammy's not been good. He's been having that injury as well. Personally, I think it's going to be Werner and Giroud up front. Right, that's enough of my predicted lineup. Let's get rid of this screen and talk about the game a little bit more. Right, this is the away leg, so... or the away... I know it's in Bucharest, I believe it is. Anyway, this is the opportunity to get away goals. Now, Atletico Madrid have been really good this season, and Chelsea have been peculiar this season at best. Honestly, I'm a little bit concerned watching us these last couple of games, certainly against Southampton, but every time I hear Thomas Tuchel speak, he instills confidence in me, which is a huge positive. I kind of believe him in terms of development, and he's a good coach, and I think it's going to work. So I have to see positivity, and I have to be positive in terms of looking forward. To be honest, like, you could say a 2-1 loss wouldn't be a bad result here in the context of what the tie is and the opposition, but we don't score that many goals, and I think we're going to rely on defending well. I'm actually going to do a score prediction here of 1-1, and that would be an amazing result to take back to the bridge. But, you know, Atletico will come to Stamford Bridge and they will back themselves to not only draw, maybe win. You know, we draw 1-1 in this game, and then say we draw 2-2 at home. We end up getting eliminated on away goals. And, you know, Atletico Madrid will take that all day long. So, if we can take advantage of this neutral venue, their absentees, and win 2-1 away with 2 away goals, that would be absolutely massive. I'm going to be realistic and look at how we performed against Southampton and look at Atletico generally. I'm going to make a relatively conservatory? What? I'm going to make a conservative prediction and say 1-1. So I want to hear your thoughts on this. Give me your score predictions down in the comment section and give me your lineups. And just give me your comments. Let's see some engagements. Drop likes, comment, share video with friends and family. Show your love to Football Therapy. Anyway, that's it from me today. Enjoy the football, and I'll see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me baby.